what's going on? What is going on out there? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you coming over here. This is your boy, Yusef2Times. We rocking with y'all today. It's a beautiful day. I hope y'all having a great day. So today, what we talking about? We're talking about the top 5 rappers that influenced me and influenced my rap career. So, and I know that guys influenced you too, so I want you to definitely get into the comment section and let me know who influenced you. I'm talking about this stuff because sometimes it's important to talk about the people who gave us a chance to like what we like today. So, number 5 on the list, we're going to go with number 5 is Too Short. This is a rapper from the 80s. You might not have heard of Too Short. Now, I heard of Too Short when I was a kid. Let's go back to his name again, in case you missed it. Too Short. This is a guy from the Bay Area. So I heard of Too Short in the 80s. He had a song that when I was a very, very, very young kid called Cuss Words. So this song was funny to me. I'm a child. You never heard words on a radio cursing. So you had to go to a specific station to hear it. And so it was like being sneaky. And he would have a cuss word song. I think it went like, cuss words, just let them flow. Motherfucking shit, goddamn asshole. We was kids. It was like, what? Did you hear this? So everybody was passing the tape around each other. Boom. Now, that's how I heard Too Short. I loved it. I carried on to listening to his career. People in my neighborhood would ride around the neighborhood rocking his songs. In Chicago, he made a lot of songs. He's very known for his moniker, bitch. And that's his thing. So I would say my number 4 rapper on the best list, I'm going to go with Rakim. Rakim. And I know a lot of people got this guy higher on their list, but Rakim is a guy from the New York area, and not sure if he's from the Queens or one of them, but he's from New York, and he is one of the first rappers who you would hear when I would go to the rink and the skating and all that stuff. He had dope songs. It was like a music that came from like James Brown. Like I remember that song, he had styles like that. So it was like he would use that in the background. Eric B and Rakim, at that time they used the rapper name first. I mean the DJ name went first. So you would hear a lot of that in you listen to music, but Rakim was very lyrical and he was able to hold songs down and keep you entertained throughout the whole song. And if you listen to his actual lyrics, he was always talking about something. So as I listened to his career, as I got older, he had a song called Knowledge and the bridge. I mean, not the bridge, but the knowledge is it was and it was actually in a movie, a Tupac movie, matter of fact. That his song was on, and it was really a dope song. So if you ever want to hear about one of the best rappers in the game, go listen to Rakim. He's one of the best in the game, and he's really good at it. My 3rd rapper on the list, because either direction you were going to get to the 3rd one. Who am I going to go with? Did I write down my... Oh, hit fail. Hold up. My 3rd rapper on the list that I love, I'm going to go with Scarface. Now, you might not have heard of Scarface. You need to Google this guy. He actually doing a Tiny Desk concert right now around America. He was just on PBS Tiny Desk. It went wild, crazy. This is like when normal people with regular guitars and stuff like that be the band behind him, where normally they had beats and producers that made the music. So he was such a dope rapper at that time, and I was a little older, probably in my 20s, late teens, and he was really going crazy in the rap and the underground style. He was with the Ghetto Boys, and they was doing, major stuff at that time, out of Houston, South Acres. And so he was doing it so crazy, and we loved his music. He also had a song with Tupac later in his career that made such a major impact. It was crazy. It was like, that. Love that shit. So it was like really one of the dopest artists. If you want to hear that Tupac song he got, it's called Smile. One of the best songs you'll hear. So get up with that. You're going to love this guy's game. He actually went solo and became even more of a better rapper than he was when he was with the group. He actually became what you would call a legend in rap, just like a lot of the guys I'm naming right here. But Scarface was one of those guys who came from the ghetto, but he put videos out. At that time, music videos was on TV. So you could see a lot of his music videos where you could get a lot of impact of what he was saying in his words. And so I think that's a lot of stuff that resonated with us, being able to actually see his stuff turn into lyrics, turn into visuals, and he was really good with that. He had a lot of songs even when he was with the group, and it was just somebody who we just kind of followed his career throughout the time, and I really appreciate his music. So let's go with number 4. Number 4 is crazy, because number 2, this is actually number 2. Number 4. Number 2. Now, why am I putting Tupac as number 2? That's crazy. Is somebody in here? Who would put Tupac as number 2 as the best rapper on a list? That's crazy. Tupac is number 1. But when it's my list, I gotta. And that's crazy too, because I actually love Tupac probably more than I love the number one artist, but I actually heard the number one artist first. So it's like I'm giving him the respect that I heard his information before I heard Tupac. I heard Tupac when I was in my 20s. And so by the time I got to my 20s, I'm an older guy. I've been through life a lot more. I've had experiences. I knew more. And so now I'm getting them information from Tupac. And I was like, this dude cold. And one of the best songs that Tupac ever made was a song called Part-Time Mother. Now you might be like, wait a minute, Tupac ain't made no song like that. Get out of here. I'm telling you, it's one of his best songs, and it's so dope. His song called Part-Time Mother. You're gonna laugh, you're gonna cry. It's so much emotion in that little song. Even when the first verses come on, you can hear Tupac talk about him in this scenario. And in the song, he does like 2 or 3 different character stories that he break down, but he's the character in question. And it's about a guy being a mother to a kid, even though he's a dude. Even though he's a guy who having to be in the streets, but the girl left him with the kid. And there's another story. And then it's like a girl on the song, and she gives a story. It's really one of those deep songs. Now I know you heard a lot of Tupac songs. I know you've been a Tupac fan since the first time you heard his songs. Me too. I loved his first album, Tupacalypse, when it came out. I had to be like about 19, 20, and I followed everything. And then he did the movie Juice. And Juice, when it came out, nobody had really knew Tupac. He had came out with under Digital Underground. So we had kind of see him dancing around. I think they gave him a verse or two, maybe on 1 or 2 songs. So we didn't actually see him do his thing. But as he got larger, as he grew bigger, we got a chance to really see his whole plethora of what he gave to the game. And it was really interesting and fun to see Tupac growth and development and learning from him. That's one thing I did from Tupac. I learned a lot because I was at that time, my age, with music. I hadn't listened to him for so many years. The knowledge part was one of the parts that I latched on to. So the knowledge part of hip hop, what you would say, I came and started really loving. So from a youth all the way up to a grown up, the knowledge part of hip hop is what got me going. Even from people like Dead Prez, you name it. These are unmentioned in my top 5, but just people who I still heard and listened to and loved. And there's so many more. So my number 1 artist on my list of top 5 artists, and you could have guessed it by now, KRS-One. Yes, KRS-One. Yes, KRS-One. Why? Because of the song Philosophy. So I was 14 years old when I heard that song, South Side of Chicago. My buddy gave me the tape. And I'm thinking like, okay, cool. I started hearing it. I listened to every single song. And I loved every single song, every lyric. But that one song stood out and resonated so crazy with me. And I was like, wow, I just fucking can't believe somebody made a song so dope. So I appreciate him for making that song and giving us such a long career that he's at. To this day, he's still out there doing his thing in his late 50s. And he's actually doing great music. He got like a Temple of Hip Hop thing online. You can watch and see his stuff as he grows and teach more people about hip hop. I actually met him when I was a teenager, working at the Regal Theater in Chicago. It was like a little theater. He came there one time. One of the security guards knew me as a youngster and knew that I liked him. He was his security guard. He introduced me to him. I met him. I was actually an actor at that time going on the stage. He told me, man, you're going to do good tonight. Break a leg. I was like, wow, I just met KRS-One. Went up there, did my thing. So it was really interesting to meet KRS-One and being a fan of him and watching his career and watching him grow. So I just want to thank everybody for watching this video. Like and subscribe. Let me know in the comment section, who is your favorite rapper? Who is your top 5? Who gave you influence? What do you like about hip hop today? What do you hate about hip hop today? Let me know in the comment section. This your boy Yusef2Times. I'm signing off, and I love you. Holla. I actually don't know how to stop it. There you go. That's the stop button.